Welcome back to the channel, guys. Alvi here. I got some more gameplay for you guys. This one is pretty old, but it was a great match. I was playing Justin at AG's at a locals. So this one we were playing for a box, an Azurite C booster box. We both made it to the finals. It was a small locals, but it was good pricing for the size of it. So shout out to AG's. Justin's actually running Amber Steel. This was before he went out to the LCQ and played Purple Green. I think he was testing out a few decks, trying to see which decks he liked and what he was going to take. So he was playing Amber Steel at the moment. I am playing Amethyst Steel. So if you know me, you know I love my Blurple, but Amethyst Steel is like my second go-to deck. And then I play Red Fossa as like my fun deck. I don't think it's that strong this set, so I don't play it competitively too much. But I always bounce between Blurple and Amethyst Steel. Anything that's purple kind of catches my attention. So you see here, I am on the draw. He dropped a Queen and a Calhoun for his second turn, and I dropped a Little Mickey and 2 Diablos. So right now with the Calhoun on board, I'm very hesitant to quest, and he drops a second Calhoun. So right now we're both kind of stalling. I assume he's running the bigger Queen Shift at this point. If he's running the small one, he's probably on Wheel and Queen, but I have no idea what's actually in his deck. So you can see I'm here taking my time, just thinking of what I should do to contest 2 Calhouns, since all I have is a bunch of little guys who will quest. But I'll quest for 3, and then he smacks into 2, he'll go up to 4. So it's not the best idea to just quest out. So I'm playing the slow game. I'm on purple, which means if he doesn't see a wheel, then I'm gonna out-resource him in the long run. So I ended up playing a crab. I can't attack into anything, but at least I have a body on the board, and then I could always bounce him back if he decides to quest. So it's kind of a stalemate at the moment. So he inks another Queen, plays a Lilo. Lilo's a great card. I am not a believer you should run multiples, like 3 or 4, but 1 or 2 is good. It's a great card. So he passes. So no questing from Justin. I'm shuffling. You already know I'm so jittery when I play. All I do is shuffle. I sing a strength with Crab. Now this footage is kind of old, so I don't remember what exactly I was thinking or what I'm gonna do. And here's the bounce. Now I get to save that Crab for a future turn. So we got rid of the Queen Shift line, so avoid him from singing Wheel or minusing my attacks and gaining attack. So I don't remember how this turned out. I don't remember if he wins game 1 or if I win, but we'll find out together. So let's see. He's paying 3 for a Lawrence. Questing out with Lilo. Now, questing with Lilo, I guess he doesn't care if it dies, because with only 1 card in hand, he'll just bring it back anyways. So maybe his game plan was just to quest with Lilo, get me to attack, and then he starts hitting with Calhoun. But seeing a Lawrence on board is a little scary. The good thing is I'm playing Steel, so I can ping him. I am playing Fire the Cannons in this build. My 1-drops are the Little Mickey, Diablos, Turn a Box, and Fire the Cannon. Oh, so we got an Elsa on turn 5. What do I exert? Lawrence. I hit the Lilo, and then do I trade the Foxes? I do. I trade the Fox with the Lawrence. He does not bring the Lilo back. Plays another one. Oh, he probably drew and forgot to trigger it. So I'm questing with Elsa. Elsa's evasive, so he can't just smack it with Calhoun. So I'm playing the slow. I'm slow rolling it right here. Now I tried to post this video up with just raw audio. I missed that. He played the Donald and then quested for 3 with Lilo. So I tried to upload this with just the raw, but since there's TVs in the back and it got copyrighted, I guess it picked up some type of copyrighted material from the TVs in the background. So I decided to just do some commentary, even though this video is a bit old. I thought that would be great gameplay. So right now I'm out resourcing him. I have cards in hand. He has 2 Calhouns, but I also have 5 bodies on the board, which is going to be hard for him to really catch up at this point. Since they don't have a board wipe, I doubt he's playing grab your swords. So at this point, he's top decking. So you guys let me know if you guys prefer the raw gameplay with background noise or if you guys prefer the commentary. I do a little of both depending on how much time I have. Right now it's snowing in Texas, which is crazy. So I'm chilling and decided to get to work. I take out the Lilo with the Elsa. And then I hit with the Fox. So here I hit with the Fox probably because I know if he trades in with Calhoun, at least it'll be a trade. What's in my hand? I'm wiggling that card. I hard cast a strength. And I'm starting to quest. It's hard to see the Lorcana from here, but I think I am at 6 and he's at 4, is that right? Or am I at 4 and he's at 6? I think he's at 6. Baloo, oh man. Yep, he's at 8 now. Baloo's a cool card. I really like the artwork of that. You can see that booster box in the background. We actually decided to split it and agreed just to play the game for content. Awesome. So I bounced back the crab and hit that Calhoun with the Mickey and play rabbit to draw. There's a lot of shine on my cards. I think it's because they're double sleeved. Maybe the inner sleeve picks up more lighting than Justin's cards. I'm not sure if these are double sleeved or not, but I don't think they are. Pays 2 versus me. I think he might have forgot the Lilo trigger again. I know he was just testing this deck. This is not his usual color combination. He's a purple player also. He plays a lot of Ruby Amethyst, which is what I thought he was going to play. Go up to 7. Play a white rose, go up to 8. And I play Pete. So even if he top decks a wheel, he is not going to be able to play it. I don't quest with the rabbit. I think here he scoops it up. He probably top decked something that wasn't going to help him. And that Pete kind of just closed it out. Now we're going to game 2. I think this I'm posting 3 games. I usually post just 2 for the channel, but since this was a finals, best 2 out of 3, I figured I'd post all 3 games. Ink Queen, Daisy. You can see a Donald and a Piglet in his hands. This is more of an aggressive build, but it's not the diggy hole build, I don't think, because he's running wheels still, from what I remember. Turn 1 Chernabog is always good, if you can't tell what that is. Reveal a Diablo off the Daisy, draw. Ink of Friends. Friends is a bit slow right now. It's better to see Friends later in the game, especially against decks like this where they just put on characters every turn. It's hard to just sing a song without contesting their board. So I think it's better just to put it back in the mulligan and hope you draw it later in the game when you're running out of gas. It's kind of how I've been using it lately. Oh, there we go. Plays a Donald. He gives the Piglet an extra lore. He quests for 4 and then 6. And I reveal a goat off the top, off the Daisy trigger. So Smee's gonna hit the duck. I'm gonna bounce it back with the fox, hit the Daisy, and then Chernabog hit the Piglet. Storm. Smee, 2 Diablos. I'm starting to go wide so I can stack up some lore fairly quickly. Quest for 2, Daisy trigger. Brings in a Pluto exerted. Pluto has bodyguard. 5/5 stats is pretty insane. Ink the White Rose. I'm now at 5 lore. I bounce back that Diablo with the Fox. And I trade out the Smee to hit the Pluto, and I quest for 1. Play 2 more 1-drops. That little Mickey, I've been putting him in my deck. I've been taking him out. I'm not sure if I'm convinced. It's really good against these matchups that they try to ping off your character early. But it's really bad into your red-blue matchup, which is what this deck really struggles against. So right here, he misplayed, and he's like, wait, I had a better play. I can't believe I sequenced this wrong. So I let him take it back, you know. It's not a big deal. I just want to be able to play against the most optimal play, so it doesn't really bother me too much, especially since we already split the box, so it's not like anything crazy was on the line. So I'm going super wide here. Fox trading out, questing for 3, trying to fight my way back. But he's at 13. For 3, and I hit a strength, which is what I would have needed. I remember this now. I really needed something to ping, and he goes wide. He has enough to close out the next turn unless I can ping his Rapunzel or his Smee. And I'm just like, I can't quest out for game. I'm trying to dig in to see if I can get another draw to ping off the Smee. And I don't see it. I was hoping to draw into a strength so that I can sing it and get rid of either the Smee or the Rapunzel. But it got hit off the Daisy trigger. So Daisy gave him that win, because if I drew that strength, I would have been able to contest his board for one more turn. Not convinced I would have won, but it would have given me another turn. So he takes game 2. And we're here on game 3. Now, most of the time when I upload these videos, I don't post the mulligans just to save time, because like I said, I'm not the best at commentating. So anytime that you see the video just cut off into drawing, we do mulligan. I just try to speed up the videos as much as possible. But if you guys want to see the mulligans, leave it in the comment. If it doesn't bother you guys, let me know. I'll just keep it the way it is. So I started out with the Chernobog. Chernobogs were glued to my hands this whole night. I play the cannon and a 1-drop. I don't want him to shift on turn 2. Now comes the Smee. I'm gonna quest out. What do I ink here? I like that deck box, yes. You see that Patrick star in the background? I ink a fox, play Pete. Two 1-drops. Oh, Daisy and a Doc, actually. So he's starting to build up his board. Let me know whose mat is cooler. We both have some pretty cool mats. Ink a Smee, play Genie. And I trade out the Pete with the Smee. I want to stop him from questing as much as possible, because he can make some big quests in one turn. He storms the Genie to draw. He's probably looking for something. Quest for 3, review a Genie. Sing Zeus with the Genie. Crab. Get rid of the other Daisy. And ink 1 and pass. He storms again, gets rid of my Genie. It's always great to see them hardcast the storm, because they lose the tempo. But he plays a Dock and draws 2 cards. There's the second Genie. I think at this time I was playing 4 Genies. As of now, I think I cut it down to 2. I think I was on 4 Genies, 3 Rabbits, or maybe 4 and 4. I don't remember. plays a Donald and a queen. He gives +1 lore to one of the dogs and he quests for 3. I play a rabbit draw. I cannons the queen. Quest with the genie. And I quest out instead of hitting the dog. Sings a storm, gets rid of the crab, which sucks. So that's 3 storms. That's the 4th one. That's insane. And then a piglet. Piglet always puts on pressure, and I already used the fire the cannons on the queen. Very scared of the shift line. And here I decide to try to go wide and race him instead of hitting into the Donald, because I would have had to hit with 2 characters since he got rid of the crab. So we started off pretty strong, but those storms kind of put him in a good spot. He plays another piglet. So he's probably doing some math to see if he should quest this turn or if he should just pass and let me, and then quest out big the following turn. But I am at 14. Is that what it says? So he has to hit something or else I'll win. And he decides to go and hit the white rose. Now he's at 13 lore, I'm at 14, so he caught up very quick. And that Donald has bodyguard, which is the tricky part. So I start doing math here. So he has Donald, Doc, and 2 piglets. So that's 6, that's 8 lore on board. I'm probably trying to dig for something to ping. Turns like these are some close games. This is where the game gets really fun. I try to play as quick as possible, but I do have turns like this where I take my time to see what is the most optimal play, and I think I still mess it up somehow. See, what I should have done here is I should have hit with the Mickey instead of the genie. I completely forgot that the Mickey had the resist 1 and he would have lived. And then I could have quested with the genie for an extra lore. And Justin tells me this play and he's like, hey, I don't know if you saw this line. And I was like, oh, you're right. He said, you could have done it this way. And I was like, oh man, good catch. I thought if I hit with the Mickey, for some reason I thought I was gonna banish it. I forgot he had the resist, so I'm short 1 lore essentially, which could cost you the game in some instances. In this scenario, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have an answer. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He has to hit something for me to not win. And he plays a Pete, which is crucial. So even if I draw something to ping, I can't ping it. And I have a bell. So hitting with the genie ended up helping me a little bit. At the time it was a misplay. And then I drew a bell and I ended up being able to ping off the piglet with it. So very close game. Super fun. Thanks, Justin. Always helping me out. He's great, always catching misplays, suggesting different play lines. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. We'll keep posting more gameplay. Appreciate it.